it's not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
Yeah, first off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. That look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shot, been locked in with my cotas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quadra.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rodgers now to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give running right, it's Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Rodgers, a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go.
Douglas, the man in motion. Now Jones. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Past the 20. He's got the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Over here.
They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Inside. Hey, we're not going.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball, overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nathan Cottrell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's a
touchdown Jets. Dalvin Cook from 3 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. He's going to keep this again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throw finding Fulton over the middle. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Flushed out right. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rodgers This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets have retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Henry gets him the first down there, and he has steadily made a career of being the guy that gets you dependable yardage. Always in that 500 to 600-yard range. He's hoping to jump that up even more this season.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Down the left sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Wide left.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper, and he is over the line for a another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Fulton. 75 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to north. Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, check 26. Inside. 319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones completes it to Douglas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need some.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Kelly, don't left, Kelly. Go to me!
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, flag!
To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jones throwing on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will McDonald in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 2nd down, Cottrell, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the out route, he's got Fulton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a ghost situation here on 4th and inches.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Jones on first down. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive
blitz coming, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Douglas complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. Fighting to stay upright. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going forward here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
A gain of 52 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
Jones throwing on 1st down. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Flip it.
They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Jets' 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st down, Patriots.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, Cottrell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here comes 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. And his kick is indeed good. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.